Word up, fools.
Hello, Ski.
It's all of us. It's the crew. Full house. Dave Coulier. What?
Ooh.
Not just Mary Kate, but Mary Kate and Ashley.
Yes.
You got it, dude.
Can I be who's
Jesse?
DJ's friend?
Kimmy
Gibbler?
Yes, Kimmy Gibbler, baby.
God damn it. You weak leg motherfucker.
Colin, how could you say something so bold and yet so terrible?
What? Kimmy's the best.
Didn't she end up like an addict?
No, that was
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Oh no, but didn't the actress?
Yeah, the actress.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Stephanie actress, yeah, she is.
Tanner's actress.
Oh,
yeah.
But she's actually like cool now because she's gone through it, whereas DJ's actress is all fucking conservative bullshit.
Yeah, she took a page from her shit-faced brother. Yeah.
Who's a shit-faced brother?
Kirk Cameron.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Look, how is it that
Look at this shit.
You can't deny that there is a higher power because of bananas, because of how perfectly designed they are for people to eat.
this just goes to show that everybody who is like Growing Pains is the superior family sitcom to Family Ties can just.
Oh, Family Ties is come on, man. No
like
way.
Ahead
That's
above.
the best.
What would we do, baby?
With our love.
All right. Go around the table. Tell fools who you be. Who you be with?
Shaggy. Hey, I'm Colin.
Shaggy? Wow.
No, I was saying hey to Shaggy.
Hi, Shaggy.
But if Shaggy wants me to be his, I will do so. It's open invitation. I don't know. I'm Colin, Creative Colin this morning. You've seen me on such hits as Meng on Meng, such other classics as Spoop Troop, and occasionally I make everyone uncomfortable when I run Tales from the Loop games. So that's how you know me.
I guess I'm next. I'm Matt. Yeah, I do this, and then the Chop and Shop over on the Dave Wonder channel. But you know that. That's me.
know.
You know.
And if you don't,
then now you know.
Hello, it's me, Beard, friendly neighborhood gaming guru. I'm mostly here, and then I do a lot of stuff during Extra Life. But tomorrow, I'll also be here because we'll be doing some Star Wars.
Tomorrow is Star Wars.
Heck yeah.
Are you going to be able to make it for that, Colin?
Yeah. I will be. Yeah, I'll be able to do that and Meng for sure.
Okay, I thought you froze for a second because you didn't move, but then I looked deep into your eyes, your soulful eyes, and I saw wheels just spinning. Like, oh yeah, that's my schedule now. I got it. I hear you, brother. Now you're frozen. No, you're not. You're so still. Like a predator animal just fucking staying still in the wild. Bigfoot got nothing on you, G. All right. Hey, I'm King. I do too much stuff. But right now, my stuff is right here, right now, sipping coffee, hanging with the OMWC crew, figuring out our extra life business. Oh, Beard, real quick question, not to put you on the spot. This upcoming Friday, are we down? Did you test it out yet?
I haven't tested it out yet, but
we tested out today.
Yes.
Did you see the sweet screen I made?
When? What?
I put it in the prep school chat earlier this week. I put it in like a couple days ago.
No, this week has been a whirlwind. We at the beginning of every semester, we have our first Friday like professional development, so it's like the second Friday of the semester, and I was like coordinating a bunch of walking tours as well as our mentorship program and our student orgs getting fired up. So I haven't been very about being on here.
Let me grab it.
Games?
Yeah.
Prep school. No, prep school.
Here goes.
No, it's for. I'm not sure. Just give me a second. I gotta get into my.
Nope, here it is.
What? Where was this?
There, it's in the prep school Facebook chat again.
Oh, Facebook chat.
Baby. Yeah.
I think I was looking for it in the whatchamacallit.
That's wonderful.
That's really beautiful. I do. I love it.
I was very proud of that because I had to figure out how to do that in Paint, and because I don't know Paint very well. I was like, God damn it!
Jesus.
It turned out pretty good for Paint, though.
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely.
I don't know how to put it in. Well, maybe I'll just do this. Oh, is it not gonna? All
right, we're downloading.
A warmonger, baby. An industrial yeah. The peace I do despise. I'm a warmonger, baby.
Beauty.
This is what I'm most proud of. This little part down here.
It's very nice. Technically, it is.
It is.
It is. I think I might have to bring back one of my famous dwarven D&D characters.
Ooh.
I don't know which one I'm going to bring back, but we'll see.
Ooh.
I really like Grizzly Frostbeard. I haven't played him in a really long time.
I go Grizzly Frostbeard. I've got DC Sound Attack on right now, James, and that song just kicks ass.
Whining about.
I'm a warmonger, baby. I'm gonna industrialize you.
Yep. I like when my computer thinks I want NFL updates, so it has like a little exclamation point in the like news thing, the bottom right corner or bottom left corner, and I click on it, and it's just like, "Hey, the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears are going to play football in 2 hours." And I go, "What?
Does that not give you all of the boners?"
No. the furthest away from it.
Oh, you ready for some football?
No.
I saw a clip came off for some reason in my YouTube feed that was an old Saturday Night Live with Chris Farley as
Hank
Williams Jr. Yeah. I ready for some football.
I've never seen that.
It's pretty good. I
feel like there was an article way long ago about like Hank 2 getting, some sort of an award from the Football Preparedness Institute.
Oh shit, that is amazing.
Where is my?
By the way, also this came in the mail yesterday.
The Bears.
It's a Kothis from the old Motu.
Oh yeah. I've seen that sculpt floating around. That's good.
Wait. Bring it back so we can see. Yay.
Prince Dacon.
Oh, that looks great.
I might need some help making the armor for this map.
All right.
It's just the Zodak armor, but it's
Why?
I'm so bad at where my hands need to go.
It kind of looks like Zombie from
it is a little zombie-ish.
Right? Mechalika high.
I need to
Mecha
clean
high,
them
oh.
Oh, Archon.
Yeah,
Nice.
baby. So I did drill out a lot to get these to fit, and even now Archon's a little tight.
Looks good.
Oh, dude, don't say that. He looks totally tight.
Kothos.
No, you can't see me doing that. Oh no. Oh, I got it. There he is.
And then
Mechalika high.
Prince
Mecha honey,
Dakon.
oh.
With the prettiest fucking fro I've ever seen. All right.
Mechalika
Yeah.
high. Oh.
So we were going to talk today about what we're doing for Extra Life.
Yeah. Oh, we lost a Colin.
Yep.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah, it's gonna be back.
So
I'm gonna be leaving around 11:30 to go watch Dub Airs at my bud's house. Oh well, see, it was a public service announcement for Shaggy. A reminder. We will end in a timely fashion, Shaggy, so that you might bomb us your way across town.
bomb us!
Mighty bomb us to all, and to all a good bomb us. Yay, Colin's back.
He's
I'll have
back,
to-
baby.
Sorry, my internet's so special these days.
No, you're cool, man. Don't worry about it. Also, just
I'm
a heads up,
gravely insulted, Colin.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. So if anyone has ideas, please tell me. I'm trying to get together some additional funds because I need a new computer. So if anyone has any ideas on ways for that, let me know. Because Doug did a overview of my computer and what it can do and what it can't do. And Douglas is going to build me one so it's cheap with all the good parts. So if anyone has ideas, I'm looking for ideas on how to make some additional scratch on the side. Extra Life. So I think one thing we talked about that we would really like to see happen again is all out of bubblegum.
Yeah.
I believe you did that last time, Matt.
I did run one of those, yes.
Would you be interested in doing that again this year?
Sure.
I can pencil you in for that.
Yep, that's totally cool.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That I will have to think on. I'm
I
definitely.
know you were talking about that PBTA game that's like the 70s.
I did run that last year as well.
Okay.
I will have to get a sense.
Yeah. What was that called?
Spirit of 70.
77.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Colin,
I mean, I would also be fine to do multiple all out of bubblegums if that's.
All out of bubblegum's a hoot.
you could do it as like a trilogy. You could well, I don't know if you could do a trilogy, maybe a duology, like Black Belt Jones and Hot Potato.
Yeah.
Which I just listened to. So also I now have flipped my opinion on Dog Zone 9000 podcast.
Oh.
Where before I was like, I can't listen to this. Doug was like, listen to the episodes with Parjan.
Yeah, they're great.
And now I listen to the episodes that has Lydia Bug.
Yep. Lydia's great.
She's amazing. Like
I would also say that the episodes that they did the episodes they did about UFC
are good.
1 and 2 are great.
Okay, I will definitely add those to my list.
I can't remember who they get on that. And then there's another episode where they've got
they went with Josh Barnett.
Yeah, they got Josh Barnett on one of them.
Yeah, which are where they're talking about a martial arts movie.
Yes.
So I'm very excited to listen to that because I enjoy Josh Barnett. So
yeah, and Lone Tiger is insane.
I want to see that. Like, we need to watch that.
It's out somewhere.
But I wonder if it's on Tubi.
They also, the Liddy Bug ones where they make her watch the Conan films.
That is a trilogy of podcasts I cannot recommend more.
Because she had never seen.
That was so funny because she'd never seen any of those 3 movies, and the third movie, just for people who wouldn't know, would be Red Sonja.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about how it's the law of diminishing returns, and she's like, "You guys are wrong. You got it in the wrong order. It goes the other way." It's not Lone Wolf and Cub. It's not Lone Wolf McQuaid. It's just called Lone Wolf?
Lone Tiger.
Lone Tiger. That's not the Sonny Chiba movie, is it?
No, it's not. This one has Robert Zadar and somebody else, and
It's not on
a crazy drifter who wears a tiger mask.
Although there is a movie on Tubi called Mad Tiger that just the picture alone makes me want to watch it. It's got a guitar with eyes going down. It's got a guy with like fucking Tekken hair and crazy sunglasses. This movie looks fucking bonkers.
Another, I can't remember what it was. I have to figure out what it was called because they also did a podcast on it, but it was Super Fights, which has a scene-stealing performance from a young RVD. Because they just brought him in to like, do a match, and they're like, "Oh, you shit, you know what you're doing, and this looks good, so we're just gonna, do more of that."
So I will. You know me, I'll watch anything with Robert Zadar. I'll Zadar all day long, baby. All right. Anyway, so Beard, can we get? You know what you want to do?
Well, you'll have my Christmas adventure as always.
Do you have any names or any ideas this year for it?
No, I haven't really dug in. I've made notes over the year.
Are you doing 5e?
Yeah, usually just because it's accessible. It might end up being a one-pager, depending on how nutty I want to get. But I haven't gone through.
I have a thing which I don't know if I've talked to you about. I have like a 2-page D&D where someone took D&D and stripped it down. I think it's maybe 5 pages. They just stripped it way down. Same thing with Call of Cthulhu. It's like 5-page Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been thinking about that. I've also been thinking about there's a couple of different one-pagers that I've been looking at. I have been thinking about "Oh Dang, Bigfoot Stole My Car" with my friend present inside.
There's one called "Oh Dang, Mothman" as well. It's like "Oh Dang, Mothman Won't Leave My House."
Yeah. So I've been thinking about the "Oh Dang" ones just because I feel like I could run that and people who want to do cryptid stuff could play. And then I think that there's the "Aw Dang, Mothman Won't Move Out." He said it was just for the weekend.
That's the title of the fucking game.
Yeah. And it's you like create characters, and then it's like, where's Mothman crashing? Why is he here? When did he show up? Complications. What you need to do. And Mothman has another premonition. But I thought that those would be fun. I always really like Adventure Skeletons. I think that's a really simple game. We keep thinking about Lasers and Feelings. I also really like there's a Muscles and Miracles, which is kind of like a fantasy hack of Lasers and Feelings. It's pretty good.
Is there a superhero hack of Lasers and Feelings?
I mean, there's gotta be, right? There's well,
I know there's Super Normal.
Yeah. There's one that's there's like a Star Wars hack for it called Starships and Scoundrels. That's pretty fun. And
did you get a chance to play it? I know you talked about it at one point.
I haven't played it yet. But it's on my list. There's a file called Monday Fun Day Games. It was like ones where Christy and I were gonna run we did Monday one shots like once a month for like 6 months, and we just couldn't get people to sign up for it. But there's like another one called Guns and Guile, which is like basically a one pager that's kind of like Red Dead Redemption, Reveal and Lead kind of thing. That's one page.
I wonder I can't find that D&D.
There's another one called Rave Martians. That's you're a Martian who escaped the collapse of Mars society to chillax on Earth. Sure, the sun's too bright on this planet, but there are perks. You have alien powers. No one can hold you back. You own sunglasses now, and you own the Earth streets. but the only thing you can't control, and that's the hook. But yeah, those are all super fun. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to just like do a lot of real weird games there and do fewer.
So
like
you're probably gonna do then a Odang game. It sounds like
maybe an Odang. Yeah,
and then
maybe Adventure Skeletons or the Scoundrels, and like I would kind of like to do like a weird Return to Moria. Return to Moria. Ready to go. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that I've been going. I've thought about Die, but I feel like Die's
Die's got too much shit to it.
There's too much, and I think that for the most part, the things that I've enjoyed the most and the things that have been like least stressful and like people have gotten into the most are these like one-page games or something like Matt running the crazy go nuts action movie game, or Colin running Tales from the Loop.
So apparently I have a game called Vaginas Are Magic.
Ooh,
it's fun.
Is that a spin-off of Jim Balance Tarot comic? I can't remember the name.
Oh God, Tarot! Oh, holy shit!
It was a free RPG day from Lamentations of the Flame Princess, which is known for like edgy, like edgelord bullshit, which is a throwback D&D game. I guess apparently I've read in Pleasant Land, which is what we played, James, that Zach ran.
Yeah.
Which is like
I remember.
It was what was it? Alice in Wonderland meets vampires, basically.
Yeah, Gary Hoppington. Wow.
I agree. I'm thinking like when you said that, my immediately thought is like maybe I am reaching too hard on some stuff.
Yeah, I think that we went too hard, and I think that it's different, right? When we're all in person, when we're all in this together type of thing, we're gonna do in-person stuff. You get the buy-in, right? It's different, and I think that it's gotten big enough, and there's enough of us running that the lower the barrier to entry is for people that are watching, for people that are running. It means that we get an awesome all out of bubblegum from Matt, or we get, a second Tales from the Loop from Colin, or we get Colin doing something crazy with one of the other games. I just think it allows us to be
Colin, you're so crazy.
Crazy, Colin.
Look at this. The old Western Games cover. That's a great cover.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Got the Outrider in the background.
Yeah. Oh, God, Spike. Yep, that did happen.
Duck titties.
But yeah, I think that the more that we can do that, the better. Because for all the people that have talked about running, I think it's always the intimidation of running something full 5e or another system that they have to learn or something like that.
I still want Matt to run this.
I would play that.
Is that like Transformers Mad Max or something?
It is it's just Transformers. I did the Kickstarter.
I would have a hard time running Transformers without getting real deep into the lore.
I know. Well, that's why I want you to run fucking G.I. Joe as well. Because I'm like, get knee deep in them lores, baby.
Which reminds me, I'm going to use this very this platform as best as I can and say, let me find it here.
I mean, you could always run Fuck for Satan, which is also a Lamentations Flame Princess adventure, apparently. As you can see, very edgelordy.
Yeah.
Dark Empire source book.
What, Dark Empire RPG?
It's a source book for the old West End Star Wars game.
What?
West End did everything. I have a West End file, and it's the stuff that's in there is wild.
Dark Empire's
They had a box set that was very similar to like what we're doing in. Well, not similar. It was like maybe part of my inspiration for doing the Hidden Path stuff was that like post the Empire losing the war, the New Republic's going to send a deep exploration vehicle out into the unknown regions and Imperials get on board and it fucks up the drive, and they get. It's basically like Star Trek, Discovery, but like Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's very, very good. And I ran it for a while. Like I love this cover art, but again, creepy Lamentations of the Flame Princess. Better than any man.
I will say, yes.
Content, you know what you're getting into.
5 days left on the Mounties versus Werewolves Kickstarter, which is Larry Hama's new Larry Hama comic, and you should back it because he gets no money for having created G.I. Joe.
How is that fucking possible?
Because anyway, he is an old man and his hands don't work anymore, and he has been a huge part of at least my life. So
same here.
If you got some scratch to throw his way, throw it his way.
That's I did not know that
about Mounties fighting werewolves.
That sounds great.
Very nice.
Man, his
there it is, the Dark Starter campaign
stuff with G.I. Joe is just insane. So
good.
And
I mean, Wolverine and
No,
he's man.
Yeah, he is a like integral part of like what Marvel did during that time. It makes me really sad that like.
And he also really contributed to the culture there. Just the stories that Christopher Priest, then James Owsley, has about Larry and, essentially making sure that, the older staff and editors and stuff weren't being racist assholes. Helps. That was when Larry was an editorial back in the day. So
God, that's disgusting. It makes me so mad.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, that's where it goes for a lot of comic artists and writers, unfortunately. Or you reveal yourself to be a massive prick over the years.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still hoping against hope that it turns out Neil Gaiman is not a.
Oh no, he is
predator, but he is. It's confirmed now.
Well, it's all accusations, but given the number of them and the length of time over which it's occurred.
Speaking of that, I don't know if any of you follow oh god damn it, I can't remember what the show is now, what the channel is on YouTube. It's the Wrestle Talk board game channel. I can't remember what it's called, but they play a lot of Blood on the Clock Tower, which is a great game. But one of the people who helped get that off the ground, I think really made Wrestle Talk a great channel was oh god, I can't think of his name now. It's not Pachidi. It was another one of those.
Adam Blampier.
Yeah, Blampier. The Blampier guy. That shit. Like he got accused again.
Yep, double dipped.
Although I have also watched someone who was on Blood on the Clock Tower, who had problems with the person who made that accusation say, that's total bullshit.
Oh, really?
This person is a serial liar, and also made sure I couldn't get work with them anymore because they were upset with me for saying no to something. Which makes me go, Jesus, because Blampier said, like, hey, I'm leaving because like I don't want to drag the channel at all. And I'm living of my own accord, but I'm also leaving because I'm exploring legal options here.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, I am figuring out what I can do with defamation because this situation is this is bullshit. This is someone who is making an accusation because they're unhappy with me and has made other accusations in the past against other people that turned out to be false. So, and his thing was too, he said, I have a track record. I've made no excuses about my track record. I've apologized, and I've apologized and tried to make amends, and I've tried to learn from this, and I've tried to go to therapy and do all these things to better myself, and to have someone, in my opinion, take advantage of that in order to get their way is extremely upsetting. So I was like, I want to see what the fucking deal with that is, but it made me really sad because I was like, I like Blampier. And I hate the fact that you were a sex past the first time, and now if you turn out to be that way again, it's just like. But also watching all the things about this other person being a huge shitbag makes me also a little more leery. That being said, there needs to be proof, because otherwise we have to believe victims.
Yeah.
Because the burden of proof should not be on them. It should be on whoever's doing the research into that to figure out what's going on. Because there are a lot of fucking shady pieces of shit out there. All right. Anyway, sorry, got us off on a weird tangent. So we were looking at if there's a lasers and feelings superhero hack. I think we're powers and responsibilities. Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds like it would work.
I don't know if anyone actually made this. Although I just looking in the Reddit comment thing, or I think it's Reddit. No, it's not. It's whatever RPG Net. Their pitch is like, you are heroes in big city. To join forces against threats no one can handle alone, like Professor Pandemonium, the Nowhere Club, and Nocti, the Pharaoh of Mars. I'm like, okay, you've got me right there. Those are so fucking perfectly evocative for a superhero thing. There's one called Powers and Punches.
Okay.
I think I like Power and Responsibility more. I don't know. I'll have to look more into that. There was another one we were talking about. Wasn't there? There was another one we were like, oh, this is another type of game we would want to play.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what I had on my list from last year, and what went well and what I was like, maybe I would not do that again, or maybe I would do something a little bit different. I was trying to bring up the schedule from last year.
I do like, James. I love the idea of like not overextending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, similarly, I think that I will probably run a Oops All Bards. Like I'll run just the built-in game that I have, and if we want to do guest stars, I think that would be fine. Because I think that it's also nice to have a couple gimmies with existing groups that we don't have to like worry about. Like we just find a time. I think this is kind of like when we're doing school things, and they don't slot in the full-time faculty before they start, like slotting in adjunct faculty, and like full-time ends up, teaching something that's kind of like not really in our wheelhouse, but it's like, oh, but you're full-time, so you can do whatever. And it's like, well, that's the whole point of bringing adjuncts in, is you bring in specialized knowledge, to like get state of the industry, knowledge in there. And so for me, I mean, I think that like running, a hidden path, running running our regular games, at least one of them is a great like anchor point, throughout the weekend, so that we can, just have something that's familiar. It already has a built-in audience. The chemistry there.
I don't. I mean, and I'm not trying to be shitty about it at all. I don't think we have anything that has a real built-in audience besides the hardcore like 3 or 4 people who are amazing and want to like be involved no matter what, who I greatly appreciate. But I don't think we're in danger of like, you know, alienating anyone.
No, I don't think it's about alienating people. I think just it's easier if it's something that you see regularly to like tune in for something like that. Or for us, for me as a DM, it's a lot easier to know who my players are and who their characters are and be able to like I could DM, you know, for 5 hours if I wanted to with a group that I know, because like there's enough, you know, backstory, there's enough like story going forward that like it's easier for me to do that than to you know, come up with something completely new or navigate a completely new dynamic, even with new characters, you know. So those are gimmies and slam dunks for us. And yes, for Shaggy and Spike, I am talking about you. And, you know, I feel like having things that, you know, are rabid, sexy Binkses.
If the Twitch fits.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to do it. I'm just saying
that's true. Thank you for giving me that.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to do. And I've thought about actually,
but
like,
also you don't have a streaming game going on, so
no, I don't. But you know, like that's what I'm saying is like I could do it with that, or like I've thought about doing a Drakewind one shot. I've thought of doing a Tasty Boys one shot. You know, where it's like people would tune in for something weird that, you know, they've seen in the past. I have no delusions of grandeur.
Where's my?
I mean, to me, that's why I think Tales from the Loop is such a big hit every year. Is like, yes, we really love playing those characters, but there's also people that are like, hey, remember when we saw that crazy ass, you know, like Stranger Things game? Oh yeah, they're doing it again. Yeah, let's get weird, you know?
Yeah, it gets really weird.
Because I mean, for that and like some of the overnight games, some of the, you know, wacky ones we do, like we have people that tune in every year that like we don't actually know who they are, but they're just like, oh yeah, we like you happen upon this on Twitch and like follow you on social media and like saw you were doing it again, and it's like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
I don't know what that is. Is that the doggo squeezing the pig? Fuck yeah!
I think it's Whoopi. Come here.
I thought it was like a baby crying. I was like, what's going on?
I was gonna say, is that a toy that we got them?
Ruby, come here. You bring a duck.
Oh, hi, Ruby. Hi.
Drop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come here. No, come here.
I don't think.
Yay!
Duck.
I don't believe we got them that toy.
Got 1 second of duck there. I always get Huey a duck for his birthday, and over the years they have chilled out on like absolutely, you know, like ripping the squeaker out within the first like hour they have it. So
remember how scared they were of the pig?
Yeah.
So at my house we have this big pig that we got them.
Yeah.
That when you squeeze it, it just goes.
Yeah, it goes.
And they bit it once. They were like, "Fuck that thing."
Yeah. Even Ruby's just like, no.
There's another one I can't remember what it is that's outside that they're like not a fan of. It's at the outside toy box that they're like, I don't like this. Keep it fun. Yeah. Utilize shorter, easier to grasp games.
Then you know what? If we're doing that, we should. I'll probably take off Mutant Crawl Classics because that's kind of a little bit dense.
I think that there's some versions of that though that we can track down that are like shorter.
Okay.
You know, like I have a game that's like literally 1 page Eberron.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff does have the kind of, you know, the variations.
Yeah, like it just has a bunch of hacks where people were like, I love this game, but I don't want to do 100 pages of reading.
Yeah,
Yeah, or I don't want my players to have to.
exactly. Yeah, that's Mutant Crawl definitely like. There's so many rules that go into it, but I mean, like when you get it going, it's fun. But there is like, oh, there's this, and this. Although, like the main selling point for me is like you make this group of like 4 that you play as once, and then like they just get cut down like nothing. It's very fun.
So I think I found two like one's called Omega Mutant. It's a lasers and feeling.
Okay.
Post-apocalyptic mutants, tyrannical human supremacists, crazed raider gangs, maniacal AIs, sentient planets, moody kaiju, another witness that defies the laws of nature and good taste.
Oh.
And it is a free boy.
Ooh.
So I am downloading that right now.
Nice.
From Itch. And there's another one called Omega Patrol that I will also, that is a hack for John Harper's Danger Patrol, which is very much in the, it lists Gamma World, Fallout, Mad Max, and Omega Man as its inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love the guy who made these hacks. His page is called Red Shirt, which makes me very, very fucking happy. There was something I was looking for, and now I can't remember what it was. It was like I was looking for a particular thing. God damn it, what was it? So we did the superheroes. We did. It was a D&D. It was a smush D&D. Condensed D&D. I think it might just be called 5e Condensed.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, it's not.
No, sorry, Matt. That wasn't for you. I just like click to launch Return to Moria, and it's just like very, very slow.
God, I can't remember what it's called. Like I said, I know I had it in.
Thank you, Shaggy.
Oops, sorry, I don't have my stream on. The Void World reclaims the duck. Best viewers on. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's right, the bot. I'm sorry. I'm not so smart.
I'm not a smart man.
Jenny.
Are we gonna do a Forrest Gump one pager?
Ooh.
Okay, I had another question. Beard, have you yet listened to I Got Nothing by Larry Dickham?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Bitch. Go to YouTube and you got to watch the video because the video is fucking amazing.
Okay. I will. I'm trying.
Any song that starts with "Bitch, I've been stealing" is amazing. So Larry Dickham, again, I talk about this every week. Larry Dickham is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I will still say that the How to Cut Watermelon video, the Black Man Strawberry, is one of the fucking greatest things ever made. This is a little sword. You probably don't have one like it because it was forged in the fires. But yeah, Larry Dickham. The Dickham Deep beer commercials are malt liquor commercials are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 2 or 3 of them now, and they're all good. Also, like the how to avoid paying child support for 18 years technique is great. All of his, like, the Selfless Defense podcast is also those little clips, because I don't think that's a real podcast. I think that's just something he does with one of his buddies. Also, I hope that's him singing, because if it is, that motherfucker can sing.
Yeah.
Because because all the songs, "He Don't Look Like Me," that song's awesome.
Oh, God.
The "Selfless Defense" song is great. Yeah, it's good stuff. Not to mention the 2 longer episode videos are funny, but they're not as funny as like the short 2 to 3 minute stuff. It's hilarious.
No, those shorts are really good.
And I still love like when those 2 guys are making fun of his shoes, and he's like, "Oh, these shoes? You know what these shoes are? These is running shoes. Running shoes? We running my nuts all over your sister's mouth." Is just one of the sickest burns of all time. And I've been bothering you guys for like 2 weeks. I think Colin, you might even been the person who was like discovered Larry Dickham at the same time I did.
Yeah. Around the same time, I think we both caught on to him. Yeah. I can't remember what the first thing I saw was, but I was just like, "Holy shit, this is insane!" It was like so Black Dynamite. I was just like, "Yes."
Matt, did you finally watch Larry Dickham?
I haven't yet.
God damn it, Matt!
Hey,
It's like 3 minutes of your life, and it's amazing.
We did watch Hundreds of Beavers last weekend. That was great.
I gotta
Oh,
watch that.
that's fun.
I don't know. Yeah, I know you guys didn't see this, but we did our Vampire Exchange last Thursday, and we would both recommend both those movies. They were both very, very good. So a reminder, if you haven't seen Abigail or The Shed, they're both worth watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say like Abigail by far the more polished movie.
Yeah.
But still fun. And also again, Robert Durand is it Robert or is it no, it's
Durand.
Kevin Durand.
Kevin Durand, not Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durand is a fucking hoot, that movie.
Yeah, I just watched the new Planet of the Apes. He's great as the villain in it.
Yeah,
really
we were just going on about how great he is and all the things we've seen him in. He's usually like the heavy, or in like The Strain, Guillermo del Toro's The Strain. He was like bizarrely like maybe the most heroic guy in the show.
Yeah.
As Vasily Fett.
He's not the main character, but he is the most heroic.
Yeah. He's like a New York sanitation engineer who is really fucking good at killing vampires. Really good at killing vampires. And plus, your name is Vasily Fett. That's the most badass name of all time. And then in this movie, in Abigail, he's a heavy, and he's dumb as a box of rocks, and it's great. He plays dumb so well.
He does, yeah.
Also,
he's from Thunder Bay.
Yeah, I didn't realize where he's from. I watched those same interviews I sent you to. Yeah, he is really. I hope that this movie catapults him to like stardom.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Did you watch the thing where he showed like how he came up with the voice for Proximus Caesar?
Yeah.
And then he just kicks into it, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's amazing!" Like even the head movements and everything. And I haven't watched that movie yet, but it's got my attention.
Oh yeah. No, it was really. I love these new Planet of the Apes like prequels that are leading into like the OG series. Like they've been so fun, and this one was very, very good. Like, yeah, I don't know, I loved it.
Something I read said, like a reviewer who I trust said, this new movie is way better than it has any right to be, being that it's the beginning of a sequel after a trilogy.
Yeah.
That actually might be as good as the OG trilogy. Which I was like, oh shit, that's really high praise, because those first 3 movies are really good.
Yeah. I have a big, like, I wasn't the biggest Planet of the Apes like OG fan, like, growing up. I loved the first one. First one's solid as hell. But then they take a dip kind of as they go.
But they get more bonkers, and the bonkers
they do get more bonkers.
Fun.
But
Glorious Bomb.
I loved these new ones.
Also,
They're
without
great.
Planet of the Apes, we wouldn't have got Professor Bobo.
That's true.
And I fucking love Professor
Or
Bobo.
one of my favorite moments from The Simpsons where they do the Planet of the Apes musical.
Yes.
Dr. Zaius, Dr. Zaius. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Or that talk show, it's like hanging with
Hanging
Dr.
with
Z,
Yeah.
which
With
is great.
isn't that Dana Gould who does
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He does an
so
amazing
fantastic.
Dr. Zaius.
Yes. Oh God. Yeah. No. So
Okay,
yeah.
it's called Simpler. Simpler D&D. Fucking finally found it.
Okay.
Oh God, it's killing me. Let's see what it looks like. I think it's really short though too, which is really good. Simpler Call of Cthulhu and Simpler D&D.
Ooh,
Also, I love this cover.
that's really
Yeah, it is 7 pages.
oh nice.
I think this might be what I use for, and because this could really streamline things in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all for doing that. Like, just cutting the clutter down, not just for me, but for like the players, for sure.
Would that be something you'd be interested in, Beard, doing that?
Sure.
Why, sure I would.
They call it a mine.
Let's see if I can find
I
it.
got really distracted.
You got really distracted watching Larry Dickham?
No, I got really
God
distracted.
dang it, Beard.
Saturday Night Nitro was last night, and Badger Briggs made custom Bam Bam Bigelow fire style tights that are amazing.
Ooh.
And then Maki Ito came out with Danhausen, also dressed as Danhausen with like the giant high necked cape and the face paint and like little like horns. And
Oh my God.
it was apparently just a banger. And I like saw one as I was like looking for something, and then I was just like, oh, and I just went down the rabbit hole.
That's
My
cool.
apologies.
Very cute, very evil. Yeah.
Cute, very evil.
I do.
That's
enjoy
wild that she was fired for being ugly from whatever that was. It's like, huh?
It's
What?
Oh,
insane to me.
from being an idol.
Yeah.
There is a documentary out there. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me about the idol like niche in Japan,
Yeah.
and it's wild. Like
They've
it
got
is-
really strange. Well, not strange. I mean, strange, I guess, for our culture, but like I don't know, like the beauty standards and stuff like that are just.
Well, if you watch like them talk about that, like I was watching a thing about
Not to
Lioness,
say that our beauty standards are great by any
Lioness
means.
what were it's not the Jumping Bomb Angels. It was a tag team that Lion Asuka or Asuka in it. I can't remember the name of them now. But they were both idols, and they talked about how when you're like 21, your idol career is over.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like you're done.
Well, it's like the idol groups and the K-pop stuff and
Mm-hmm. Like you can't like look like too masculine or anything like that, and things like that if you're a dude, and like girls, you have to look like a girl, like a little lady girl, a lady girl. Let's trademark that.
Little lady girl.
Lady girl.
A little lady girls.
It sounds like a really weird cover of Little Drummer Boy, you know? Little lady girl dressed up.
Yeah,
like
I was
a
gonna say
lady.
it's like is that David Bowie and
Bing
what's
Crosby.
Bing Crosby's other song that David
Oh.
was like, sorry, can't get the song, David. Got to go beat my kid.
I beat my children
Yeah, that's exactly yeah.
with sacks of oranges. I did a bunch of coke before I came on the show.
There's a lot of good stuff out there, but my God, the Little Drummer Boy, that song is my favorite Christmas song.
The one that Crosby and Bowie do?
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's amazing. But I love the version that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly do. That is a complete reenactment of that whole thing, except for their complete pricks to each other.
Oh, yes.
It is chef's kiss. Again, has anyone else seen that besides me?
I think that was like on a Funny or Die thing, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe
Yes.
it was. Yeah. I very much enjoy that. Not to mention, goddamn, both those guys can sing really well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Farrell and Riley for sure.
I can't tell if this is the whole game or not because he's got this. Get this full version app.
Yeah, it looks like there's like kind of stuff covering.
Which means I'm gonna have to go to
romab.itch.io/simpler-d.
because I would pay for this because I really romab.itch. Bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
/IO.
You know what I'm excited about? I'm gonna make some burgers later today.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm grilling and smoking too, baby.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
I was telling Beard. Cassandra was apparently she messaged me and I was like, "What?" He isn't. Oh, because I misspelled it. That's why.
Cassandra messaged me and I was like, "What?"
I was asleep because I mowed yesterday and then did some other shit, and I was like, "Okay."
Oh man, I mowed yesterday. Not to interrupt, but
No, please do.
I had a
Jesus Christ, God.
a pretty traumatic experience mowing.
What happened?
Well, there was a baby mole in some tall grass I didn't notice.
Oh no!
Oh,
Trigger warning.
Yeah, it was.
Ben, earmuffs.
I know.
It was awful. Nothing could have been done to save the little fella. It was awful. It was really fucking awful. That's all I'm gonna say.
I went through that a
ruined my
while
night.
back. Yeah, I went through that a while back, and it was a little bunny boy, and I pulled a Dawn of the Dead, and with the helicopter scene, and it was still alive afterwards, even though its brain was exposed.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do anything to help it, and it was just it. Luckily, James came over, but like for about 20 to 30 minutes, I was pretty much inconsolable. It's just, I mean, animals die. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it sucks when you're like, complicit in it. Like, yeah. I also had. Not that I'm racking up animal body counts, and I don't even try.
Complicit in it like you planned it, though. Don't say complicit. It's not like you were playing like mole attracting music while you're out there. You
don't know. I could have been playing like a little flute that attracts moles. Like
what music attracts moles? I want to know.
Doom metal. Which I was listening to.
It's got to be like underground hip hop or underground,
underground hip hop. I just got that.
Some kind of underground, techno or something.
Frank Sinatra. Fucking moles. That's what tracks them. They're just like,
moles, baby.
We want to squeal. The FBI listen to Frank Sinatra.
Moles, baby.
You act like a rat. You are a rat. As far as I'm concerned, you did a public service for the people of Hibbing.
Well, also, I think the skunks in my parents' yard they've been digging all these little tiny holes for all these little other animals to hop in. So I think the skunks are trying to find a solution to the mole question, and it's not good. It's not good.
One might say a final solution.
Jesus God. Yikes.
Well, that's what they're doing, aren't they? Aren't they eating them?
Yeah.
Wait, the skunk are eating them?
The skunks are just jerks.
They're omnivores.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they they're like a more nuisance. They're a nuisance version of a possum. They're not a bad animal. They're just they're a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
Sounds like a Wolverine,
Whereas like
Snickety snoink.
whereas your God damn it. Whereas possums are your good boys.
Yeah, possums will just kind of take off. They don't muck about.
And
But
they
then you
do
got
so
moles.
much good. They're good animals. They're
Or
good
not
to have
moles. You
around.
got those
All right.
stinking skunks.
So this is the full version, and it's 8 pages. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
perfect. All right, I spent a whole $2. It was
Wow.
a pay what you want, and I was like, I'll give you $2 for this because I want my $2.
$2. Jeez, Johnny, I don't got a dime on me. Didn't ask for no dime.
Lane Meyer, a man, broken, defeated.
All right. I promised I would go on a zoo tour here at 11 o'clock that my daughter is working on. So I'm going to take my leave.
Shit, that
but
sounds amazing.
I want to say before I go, DM lists. Let's figure out at least 1 or 2 DM-less games that we could all play in together.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about potentially doing one for one of the Monday games.
The zone,
with
the
Dean
zone, the zone. I'm going to say the zone right now.
Okay, well, let's do it then. Let's put that on a joint one, and let's like commit to at least one session of the zone at Extra Life.
Yes.
But I'd love to, test it out, here beforehand.
Yeah, I think we do like a maybe a Monday. Because the thing about the zone that I love is all the digital tools to play the game are free online. You literally, so we don't have to be in person to play because all the cards and everything are right there digitally.
Yep.
It's a digital tabletop for free because the guy was like, hey, I'm never going to have a game where it's not accessible.
That's great.
Oh, hold on. Before I go.
And I will be also exiting as Beard does. I hear Danny moving around, and we have business to get on to.
You know what you have to business to get onto is you need to watch that Larry Dickens. God damn.
What is this?
What is this?
What do you think it is?
Oh, it works.
I might have to get this, man. It's only $20.
I can't run it. Otherwise, I would have already bought it. Realize if you're living to be alive, man.
Ooh.
Anyway.
That.
This thing may end up in the garage or go over to Dave's. We certainly don't need it anymore now that we're not making wrestling gear.
Is it a mannequin?
Love you
It is.
guys.
Yes.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. I got to make sure I'm leaving the studio, not ending the stream like I did that one time.
That was amazing. There we go.
All right. So I'm thinking simpler D&D for Oz.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use simpler D&D for Dragon Stew. Maybe. I don't know. I might just, I'm going to cut Dragon Stew. I'm going to run it as a mini series.
All right.
I'm going to cut Hellboy. I'm going to run it as a mini series. I'm going to cut Rider because I'm going to leave Mothership.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to cut this.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to cut that because it's relatively short and I want to wear luchador masks on stream.
There you go.
Okay. So let's look at, let me drop those games in, is there a folder you want me to put them in on the other games folder?
Doesn't matter. I'll look for them.
Okay, so let me drop those in there because they're not in. I'll leave them in the bottom, like as themselves. So
okay. Spike has a question. How do you have a DM-less game?
So a DM-less game is something like Fiasco, where you have games that are built to be like almost like they call them writer's room games sometimes, where they are built to run as a group. if you ever watched us do, like I said, Fiasco, which is a game that did that not drop where I wanted it. Let's find out real quick. So first thing I would say is go back a couple years ago when Zach ran Fiasco, where I played because I was awesome in that game. Not to toot my own horn, but toot. He ran Fiasco, and Fiasco is basically a DM-less game that plays like a Coen Brothers movie. So you're just doing you almost set each other up to do scenes. So really it's just about there's not a whole lot of randomizer to it. It's more there is some randomizer to it. But not as much as a D&D game. But there's a lot of group storytelling involved and a lot of cooperative storytelling. That's not the right thing. What did I just do? So that's kind of what it is. Sorry, I wanted to get that. Let's try this again because I'm not seeing these two games getting put in where I wanted them to. Let's get started. Okay, there. So Omega Mutant and Omega Patrol. Let me because otherwise it bothers the fuck out of me when they have numbers and shit in them. These are Lasers and Feelings hacks, right? Oh shit, Colin, did you just drop off?
Again. Yeah, again.
I'm sorry, man.
No. I don't know what's going on with the internet this morning. It's more choppy than usual.
Let's take a look at these two things and then yeah, so hopefully that explained it. But it's a very abstract kind of thing. I would also recommend if you want to watch a really good game of Fiasco, there's a 2-parter on Tabletop, the Will Wheaton show. They play Fiasco, and they've got John Rogers, they've got Laura Bailey before Critical Role was a thing. They've got I can't think of the other writer they have, who's amazing. And for those who don't know John Rogers is the guy who came up with the modern Jamie Reyes Blue Beetle. He also was the head writer and creator of the TV show Leverage.
Oh yeah, my mom loved that show.
He also was the writer for the excellent IDW D&D comic with the Fells 5, which I adored. I have all the trades of that. There's only 3 of them, I think. And if you want a really good D&D comic that doesn't just absolutely destroy you in lore, instead it's hey, let's roll with these guys. The Fells 5 stuff by John Rogers is fucking great. And it's got really, really snappy dialogue. It's got, it's kind of built in the 4E. I don't know if you are in the prep school channel right now too, but there's some funny shit in there right now. It's just highly recommended. If you like comics, I can't tell you, I can't get on you enough to read those or track them down and own them.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's one of the best things IDW published. All right, got a Mega Patrol here. It looks like it's 51 pages, which is a little long. It includes 10 pages of style and roll cards, which isn't bad. So it basically says, "Hey, don't freak out. This book is big, but it's not as big as you think."
Mm-hmm.
All right, what is a Mega Mutant? Mega Mutant is 1 page.
Hey.
So I'm big on that. So I don't know what you want to do with. But I will put down one of those two things, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do that last one. 1 page. That sounds good.
Omega Mutant.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And it's in the file as Omega Mutant. So
Okay.
yeah. So like I was saying, I can't recommend that enough. It's one of those things where I am constantly striving to make games that I run of D&D and like fantasy games at least as fun as that comic is, because I'll tell you how I know a comic is accessible and enjoyable is when Cassandra reads it and is immediately like, I love this. Like, this is so much fun. Like Rat Queens is another one.
I was just going to say, yeah, Rat Queens.
She loved Rat Queens since that's done now.
Yeah.
Of course, She-Hulk, especially Dan Slott's She-Hulk. But, you know, things like that are like very accessible for people who, you know, don't want to, you know, drown in lore. Like for the Marvel Multiverse game, like the voting, the character that won was Hank McCoy. So character everyone would be playing. But she was like, I would have voted, but I only knew like maybe half of those characters by their names. Like she didn't know who Simon Williams was. She didn't know who Hank McCoy was. Like she knew Von Doom, she knew Pym, she knew Van Dyne. God, I can't remember who else was on that poll. Sorry, looks like we've got Cassandra and Brian for Chaos Scar, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. Let's see who was in that poll. She didn't know who Alex Summers was.
Okay.
She knew Sam Williams was. She knew who Wong was, but she was confusing Johnny Storm and Johnny Blaze.
Oh.
She was like, Johnny Blaze isn't that guy in the Fantastic Four? And I was like, you're close. Oh, and she didn't know, which was hilarious. She was like, Jennifer Walters. I know that name, but I don't know what it is. I'm like, She-Hulk is your favorite fucking character.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know why I thought her name was Jennifer Banner. I was like, oh, because you think, you know, they're related. They are related. They're cousins, though. She's like, oh, shit. How did I not know that? And I was like, yeah, I don't know how you did not know that. I'm very disappointed in you. Not as my wife, but as a human. So, yeah. So it'll be Hank McCoy, although you can see a whopping 2 votes. Because no one votes in these except for Super Spike. I see you there, big man. I don't think every week is a Chaos Scar week, but it sure feels like it sometimes. Oh, and for those who give a shit about Chaos Scar, I am going to try to figure out a way to smoosh, maybe meet with Ryan on a stream and meet with Cassandra on a stream for like an hour a piece to talk about what happened, because we're going to treat these last 60 days or 90 days or whatever it's been as like it happened. But we're probably not going to play it out. You know, so I think I sent Ryan a thing this morning, and if you're in the Discord, you've already seen it. Because man, I forgot how much I love this song. but Clutch's song, The Soap Makers.
Yeah.
So I just said Tiburon's last 2 days in the Feywild spent within a village of hat-obsessed gnomes who are very industrious when it comes to soap and growing. It should say growing. Oh, maybe it just doesn't grow. It should say. Who are very industrious when it comes to soap and growing special mushrooms. And this is an old Clutch because look, Neil Fallon has hair and no beard. And the first comment on YouTube says, "Don't flee, beardless Neil Fallon can smell fear." He looks so weird. He looks like he's 10 years old. Plus, that song is a fucking banger. It is all that I like in my Clutch songs. Just kind of the weird, almost. Someone described them in a thing I was reading. Was like Clutch is not what you think they are was the name of the article.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like people want to think of Clutch as like a early stoner metal band, and the person was like, they have more in common with the Allman Brothers and with the Grateful Dead than they do with stoner bands. They do. And they're just a wildly diverse, interesting band. And I fucking love them very much. I think they might be my favorite modern band.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, those albums are so good, and there's so much wild shit in them. And Neil Fallon can turn a phrase so well. Like, just the fucking Soap Bikers lyrics are incredible. That's why I was like, I wrote that and put that video in there for Ryan, because if you look at the lyrics, they're wild.
Mm-hmm.
They're like very perfect for D&D, even without being like overtly like fantasy. You know, you basically. Let me see if I can find the lyrics really quick. Because if I can, I'll read them. So the lyrics are as follows. Behind the cliffside inn, I heard a fiddle and a mandolin, keeping rhythm on an old washboard and stomping on the floor. Saw people of all sorts dancing round in twos and fours, caroling about days of old and what the future holds. In the middle was a big cauldron that they were stirring, and there were trees around that they kept burning. I asked the toothless man who all these people were in, and he said the soap makers, and we are working. And then the chorus, because that's the only what's it called? Chorus and what's the other part of songs? It's the chorus and the
verse.
The verse. That's the only verse of the whole song.
Oh.
And then it's just the chorus, which is, as they stirred heaven and earth, they combined to one, and everything was everyone, and each one was all. As they stirred, I heard a trumpet call, and everything was everyone, and each one was all. Which is like, the song drastically changes at that point. It actually has like dead space breaks in it,
Mm-hmm.
which the other song that I really love that does that is Give Me Back My Bullets by Leonard Skinner does that, where like the song just has a stop, like gap, like a 2-beat, like the music just stops, and then so if you listen to that song, like it wildly changes. And if you ever watch them do it live,
Mm-hmm.
so that song is like 2.5 minutes long, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a couple live versions of it, which they're fucking exceptional live band. They're like 8 or 9 minutes because they just fucking jam out. They just go to town. There's the one I watched last night had a 3-minute drum solo in it.
Ooh, I'm a sucker for drum solos.
Yeah. And their drummer is amazing. He goes off, and it is fantastic. So yeah. So I also have a song called Gnome Enthusiast, which I absolutely adore as well. And he sings it in this weird, altered high voice. You can barely understand his singing.
Mm-hmm.
And the music is not what you think of from this band. It is, it is very Grateful Dead. It's great. But it's about stealing this gnome saffron, and now he wants his revenge.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like, it's fucking wonderful. It makes me really happy. So yeah, that's but I would highly recommend that. Those kind of like their songs, especially like stuff like La Curandera, the notes from the trial of, there's a part in that song where he's talking to the demon, and the demon's like something about go fetch my stars, which is just like that line in itself just is fucking evocative. Or like we were talking about earlier, the DC Sound Attack thing where he was like, I'm a warmonger, baby. I'm gonna industrialize you. All their songs. They have a fucking song called "The Wolfman Kindly Requests Your Presence." Which is also like about like politics. They're just amazing.
Yeah.
There's a song called "The Minotaur," and the Minotaur song is fantastic. I cannot state enough how much I enjoy them. Not to mention they have some country ass songs too, which are great, like "The Regulator," what's it? "Quick Death in Texas."
Oh yeah.
Where any song where at the beginning where you say "Apology, Mr. Gibbons," which is Billy Gibbons from fucking ZZ Top, because it's definitely a very ZZ Top-esque songs. Another break song in a break like that I really enjoy is Jesus Just Left Chicago into Been Waiting on the Bus. I think it's the other way around. Been waiting on the bus all day. ZZ Top rules.
ZZ Top is awesome.
I think it's also very funny that the only guy whose last name is Beard does not have a beard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right. So I think we got this all ready to roll. At least we got ideas. Are you feeling good about We Deal in Lead, or we want to look for a more condensed game that you can kind of fiddle with? Because I think there's some Lasers and Feelings Western hacks.
Yeah. Why don't we look for that?
Okay, let's see if I can find this. I love the fact that that you can find these absolutely beautiful hacks, quick draws and long shots. Let's see if we can find that. It's a Weird West. Hell yeah. 2 pages.
Okay. Why am I not seeing these in my Dropbox? What the fuck?
So one thing I would say is I can send you a link because if you're in your Dropbox and your Dropbox is full, because I pay for mine, sometimes people can't get everything.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm at like 1.1 of the 2.0 gigabytes.
Okay, so you should be good. All right, let's open this up, take a look at it. Bye, Super Spike. All right, so this
there, dude.
Just very easy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing I would say is take some time to look at it and figure out, will it meet your needs?
Mm-hmm.
But I can put it as a possibility on here.
Yeah, I think so. Just because I don't know, I felt like some of the mechanics of We Deal in Lead were just a lot to grasp. I don't know, some of the players had lots of questions and stuff like that around everything. So yeah, I think quick draws and long shots might be the better fit.
I might, I'm gonna take Karn off here because if I'm running simpler D&D for that, I shouldn't need that. I need to fix that. I don't need that open. There was superhero stuff that I wanted to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds like a upset tummy. How are you doing? How is your feelings? How is your body doing?
It
is
sucks.
Is your body ready?
It really sucks. Like
buddy.
There's no urology department in Hibbing, so I have to travel like either and the closest place that would have me at the closest time would be Moose Lake at the 30th of September. So I've been having to truck down to the cities a bunch to do stuff. To be like, yeah, you've got massive.
Oh, you froze. All I heard was massive. Uh-oh, did we finally lose Colin? That's not what I wanted. Colin's gone. There he is.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So it's like everyone's like, hey, you've got massive kidney stones. And how about we give you some like Flomax, but then also like the pharmacy, the Walgreens up here I need to switch to a different pharmacy because the Walgreens up here is like closed every other day, and they like still have not got my Flomax prescription filled, and it's just like fuck off.
Don't worry about it. Walgreens is a shit show everywhere.
Yeah. So there's a different pharmacy that's located like within the hospital here. And that's where my parents go. So I'm going to go there after I meet with my doctors because I have an appointment again this Wednesday down in Coon Rapids. But yeah, no, it sucks, man. It's been really painful again. And like, I don't know, just waking up constantly during the night to have to like feeling like, oh man, I'm going to explode. And then just like trickle. And then like other times where it's like, oh, I think maybe I have to pee. And then I go and it's just like Niagara Falls. And it's just like, what the it's I don't know, and like it's the pain's kind of constant, but also I don't have any more like pain meds outside of like taking ibuprofen, and I'm not supposed to take too much ibuprofen because of having like bariatric surgery and stuff like that. So
that was one of my concerns about bariatric was like when they were talking about that, and I was like, I live on ibuprofen.
No, yeah. Like I used to take like 1 to 2 in the morning before I had my surgery and like hardly do anymore. And it's just, yeah, man, like, yeah, it's not fun. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Is there anything I mean, I know there's probably nothing I can do, but it never hurts to ask. Like,
yeah,
that sucks, man.
I
I definitively hate knowing that like my people I care about are suffering so terribly.
Yeah, no, it's just the one thing that's really, I think, making me upset more than anything else about the whole thing is like I'm seriously losing like so much sleep from it, and that's thrown off everything else in my schedule. Like it's really like robbed me the motivation to like want to like be active and like go exercise and stuff, because all I want to do now is just sleep because I'm not getting like any good sleep. And
do they can they give you anything for sleep? I mean, I know there's a lot of someone who takes shit for sleep.
I've got trazodone, but like that still has not been helping me like stay solid.
Oh God, trazodone knocks me on my ass.
No, it gets me like I'll take it, and then like within like half hour, 40 minutes, I'm like out. But then it never fails that then like within like I don't know, say like I take it at like 10 or 11, I'll be up at like 2, 3, something like that again, and then just getting up constantly every like 45 minutes after that. So yeah, it's been a real stink.
I am sorry, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to get through this, and then because I know once it passes, I'll be able to get back onto some sort of normalcy again, which I'm just dying to have.
Did they give you any type of timetable that they're thinking this will have?
No. Although like the urology clinic down in Coon Rapids, they're going to do like another X-ray this Wednesday, and I think based on that, I think we're going to go ahead and do the thing where I get a catheter, so fun, and then they'll put a little thing up my stuff and like with a little tiny like laser or whatever, like bust it all up.
They do some interspace shit.
Yeah, man, they're gonna send Dennis Quaid right up there.
Quaid!
Start the Quaid, blast the kidney stones.
I can't believe they haven't tried to break it up with
doing the sound wave thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They do that in Duluth, but the earliest I could get into Duluth when I was on the phone with them was like, oh, we can get you October 30th. I was just like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck off. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it's, I don't know. And like, I can tell it's like right there, ready to pass. So like, if I could get this fucking Flomax, like I'd be golden, but I don't know. I don't know if it's Walgreens dragging their feet or if my doctor that I saw is dragging his feet. I don't know what it is, but it's just, yeah, it's.
So I'll use an example. The other day, so I put in for a prescription that I actually have to have.
Yeah.
It's a anticonvulsant. I can't miss doses of it. And I put in for it a week ago, almost 10 days ago. And so I had another med that we had to pick up. So we picked that up, and I was like, or I wasn't, Cassandra was like, hey, this other med's been put in. Where is it? And the guy was like, oh, it is due. Like I'm looking, and you're due for a refill. And she was like, yeah, we put in for it. Like almost a week, a week plus ago. Where is it? And he was like, oh, he's like, the store didn't get it. You put it in on the app, and apparently the app and the stores do not communicate. It's the same reason that every time I get a refill for like a med I always have, and I go in for a annual appointment and they give me all the refills, I have to call Walgreens and talk to someone.
Yeah.
I can't just, they don't get like this, just refill, because their system is so shit.
Their system is shit. It really is. Yeah. Like man.
I've never thought of it this way, but I was so fucking spoiled when we had CVS. Because everything was just taken care of. And it's frustrating because like we were forced to go to Walgreens, did not want to do it. Didn't want to switch. Insurance made us do it. But it's just like Why?
Hey, Dress.
You know, why? Why did this happen?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, like I have to refill my Depakote coming up this next week, and I'm dreading that they're gonna drag their feet on that shit. It's just like
they can't drag on that because that's a big one.
okay.
Are you new on that med?
Newish. I've had it like
Do you have to go get your blood drawn?
I still have to. Yeah, I have to get that going on still. Yeah, I have to make the appointment for that.
Be diligent because Depakote always worked really well for me, but it destroyed my liver and my white blood cell count.
Oh,
that's why pandemic was so bad for me, because it dropped my white blood cell count, to like 60.
Oh,
and it should be like 130.
Yeah.
So, it's a great med, and I love it very much because I think it works. But it also is a med that can really, really, really fuck up your system.
Okay.
So I think it's, and if they're making you do blood, well, I think I was doing blood draws every 90 days minimum.
Okay.
So, I mean, as long as they are on that shit, I would not be as concerned. So, the idea is that they'll catch it quick. But man, it wrecked me.
Yeah.
But if it hadn't done that, I'd still be on it. Because I really felt like that med was the best med I had been on.
Oh yeah, no, for my my bipolar, I feel like it's been like just like a night and day change, at least for a lot of stuff mentally with me. It's been fantastic.
Well, it's a med that plays well with others too.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. But like I don't know. I feel like I've seen a change, and definitely I feel like I'm, I don't know, like people within like my DBT group and my parents and stuff have definitely seen a change and things with it since I've been on it. So yeah, I've been very thankful, but also like relieved to finally like got something that really works for just the inner workings of my fun brain.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know that you're busting your ass and you're doing the best you can. I appreciate that. And everyone who knows you should be appreciating that. And we're all proud of you. So keep it up.
Thanks, man. Yeah. It's my primary goal.
We're just babbling about this. So I think we're going to end the stream, and Khalito and I will probably continue to talk, but Colin, where can people find you?
You can find me tomorrow night doing Star Wars Hidden Path. Tuesday, Mang on Mang. Sundays, prep school if I'm not busy with my kids. And Thursdays on alternating weeks from Mang on Mang, Spoop Troop. And I think next Spoop Troop, are we doing a Nashi Boys?
We can. I think we need to sit down and come up with a schedule.
Yeah. I also need to get it because I've got some new work going, and I don't know what my schedule is exactly yet, but we'll have to find out what that is and then work around it.
Hell yeah.
But because I want to keep doing this stuff, because this is
we'll just
great social outlet.
Yeah, we will. We'll just have to maybe be more of a floating days. But
yeah,
like I said, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We always do, baby.
You know it, baby.
All right.
Maybe this Friday I might be on Return to Moria, because I'm definitely I know it's got crossplay. I can run it on my Xbox, and I don't know. I think that would be fun to do. Be a little
dwarf. If you want to do that, let me know, and I'll make a new little thing.
Oh no! I think the one you made is perfect enough.
I will just add you to the one I made.
Oh.
Because I'm very I wish I could play, but if nothing else, I can at least hang out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
So and I can at least facilitate, I guess. But yeah, I'm stoked about that. I'm as stoked about that game as I was about like Enshrouded. And my computer would not run Enshrouded, and Power World, which also my computer wouldn't run.
Oh,
I
Power
own
World is fun.
I own both those games because I couldn't return them. Because Steam is like, oh, did you try to return these in the first 48 hours?
No,
nope.
well,
Then
they're
guess
yours
what?
now, baby.
They're yours now, and you own them.
Power World was fun. I played that for a solid like month, pretty actively. It was good.
I don't know if you've seen Enshrouded or not.
I don't know if I have. Wait, no, I think you sent me a trailer for it.
Yeah,
possibly?
it's not just a survival crafting game, but also like the more buildings and everything you put together, you get other survivors will show up and be NPCs and like do stuff for you.
Ooh, that sounds really cool.
It's amazing. Doug and Alyssa played it when I was like, I bought it and I was like, we're to fucking play shit. This game's gonna be awesome. And they're like, hell yeah. And then I was like, why won't my computer run this? And they're like, sorry, but we're gonna play this without you. So they played it for a while and got bored with it. Because that's what happens with those two. I love them to death, but man,
they just forge ahead.
Yeah, they're very much. A lot of my friends are, and I love them all for it. They will get a point where they're like, I'm moving on to something else, and I love grindy games. So, and the grindy games they love, I don't like Factorium. Which I fucking despise. All right, anyway, hey, have a good bomb ass Sunday. See you tomorrow night for some Star Wars.